easily to Pyro. Nice rail work though on Pyro's part.
Yeah, he just locked him down, kept him stuffed into the corner, and here we're going to see, probably another frag here. Guts, not going to have any resources, only has a handful of health. Does hit a rail there, but he just doesn't have the resources to survive a buckshot. Guts, he's showing that he has some skills. He's got some solid movement, and he can definitely whip out the rail and fire it off with the best of them, but I think right now Pyro is just outplaying him a little bit in the aim category, and then also just able to run the resources here. We've seen Guts really short on health and armor for pretty consistently over the course of the match.
Now, for those stat junkies out there, we are seeing 35% accuracy on both players, both with the rail. Ooh, beautiful shotgun blast there. But we are seeing 12 impressives from Pyro and only 3 from Guts. So, yeah, different bit of a take on the accuracy there.
Yeah, and it's certainly reflected in the score, and I think that score is a matter of Pyro just a bit more solid player than Guts, but Guts certainly no slouch. He was able to best Hooter and another one of our challengers, Sky, I believe it was. So, solid player there. But
nothing to say against Guts at all, because 23-10 I've seen and I've experienced much more diverse scores in this map. It looks like we're going to be seeing T4 again. Didn't he watch the last game?
Apparently he feels like he is genetically superior. We'll see if it happens.
3, 2.
The Aryan player. Or the Lake Woebegone player, whichever.
Yeah, I like Lake Woebegone.
Seeing Rubik's getting the first Mega, but it looks like Pyro's going to be throwing down quite a bit of MG, not doing quite enough damage. Rubik's does have that rail right off the bat, which in this early moment of the game does give him an advantage, but not if Pyro jumps him with the rocket. But that first frag will go to Rubik's, actually. Wow, he might have had something with choosing this map again. Maybe.
Well, he's in a bad way here. Although he's able to fire off enough rockets in his wake to get number 2. Pyro going very aggressive, and it was the right choice to make, but Rubik says, fine, take your aggression and play with my rocket.
Take my rocket.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wasn't going to go there. Thank you for that.
Yeah, sure. You can always count on me for the sexual references. Gonna hop over to Pyro's point of view. He's managed to pick up a frag here, and I swear to God that I've typed in Keel Bright for both of these friggin' models, but that's okay. Fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it.
And it looks like that's what Rubik's is trying to do. Now we're seeing 2-1 right now, a minute and 15 seconds into the map, and so we're seeing both players kind of calm down a little bit. Right off the gate, we're seeing both players be very aggressive, and now we see Pyro tie it back up, so he might be getting his head back into gear and taking this one back.
Not yet. Oh, he gets that with 9 health.
And with that plasma into the rail, nice, there we go. Looks like Rubik's is going to be wanting to finish off with the MG, but it looks like Pyro is well aware of that, grabbing both of those 25s, and he's going to be saying no to that.
Great patience.
Coming right up behind him with the SG, there it is. Nice.
Now, I think patience bought Pyro both of those frags here, because in the other exchange, what he was doing is he saw that Rubik's was backing off, and using a rocket launcher, okay? And what Pyro was doing was saying, okay, fine, as soon as you get to a certain distance, I'm going to be able to see where your rocket is going, and within the time that it takes your rocket launcher to reload and fire again, I can set up for this rail, and that's exactly what you saw him do. He actually stopped moving, let the rocket whiz past his ear and just lined up the rail, and that has opened up the floodgates for the spawn frags. It's now currently 7-2, and Pyro is starting to just pull away here. Fantastic work. That's 8-2, and Rubik's at this point is probably saying, holy shit, how do I slow this thing down, because momentum definitely in Pyro's favor right now.
Rubik's Cube just did pick up his third frag, but with only 6 health, Pyro's going to be looking to finish it off. And Rubik's actually went ahead and pushed a little bit, and, well, really he didn't have a lot of options as far as health goes, but there you are.
Now, okay, here's one of the things that I'm noticing. Pyro is getting low every... Now, this should go to Rubik's. 36 health. There's no health left on the map for Pyro to get. Rubik's should get this frag, but he's focusing on a little bit too... There it is. Focusing a little bit too much on the MG shots across the map. He finally goes in close, goes center column, pulls down Pyro. Now, I was going to say, now the opposite is true for Rubik's Cube. Because he used a rocket launcher close range, he lost a lot of health, and... you know, Pyro is able to best him there and pick up a spawn frag with a double rail. So, you know, as is usually the case, with only 150 health total on the map, health really becomes the scarce resource. And you can use that, like if you know that you've done a lot of damage to your opponent, go to the center. Because chances are you're going to run into your opponent there as, you know, as they're trying to recover from fragging you. So... we're seeing both players knowing to do that. Pyro, they're doing it a little bit better. Currently has a 7 frag advantage. And Rubik's, I think at this point needs to back off. Mega's been up.
And Rubik's is being quite aggressive with that plasma, but unlike Pyro, oh, actually, my mistake, he got and landed that last shot with the shotgun, but with only a handful of health, he's still pressing, and wow, I'm wanting to almost say that he's being lucky at this point, because he's being really, again, he's being very aggressive when he really has no right to, but here he is grabbing 3 frags with just a handful of health right off the spawn. And actually, I redact what I said about luck. He was able to take those spawns and use them to his advantage. He realized, if I'm going to make it anywhere in this match, I need to be very aggressive. I need to be very well on my timing right now.
Yeah, but that's the problem right there. For all the frags that he got, he did not use it to get control of resources. And he went down
actually,
there.
that aggression that he had was good for that point, but it's the only gear he's shown that he's had so far. He hasn't been able to swap his pace at all.
You know, it's sort of not what you expect from the name like Rubik's Cube, which is usually something that takes quite a bit of thought and patience. We're seeing Rubik's Cube, when he does well, he is basically just opening up all cylinders, going balls to the wall, and yeah, just right in Truth's face and just going boom, boom, boom. Let me just fake you out and make you worry about what I'm going to do next. Because I'm an unpredictable mofo. And he drops in, gets another frag. 18 to 11. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, we're going to wind this down. We got 10 more seconds left to go. Pyro picks up another frag and extends his lead to 11. And he is going to back off, maybe look for a bit of health. And no! Rubik's Cube comes out behind him and says, peekaboo! And down goes Pyro. 10 frags will separate them. 25 to 15 is the final score. 25% accuracy. A lot of spam going on there. Best weapon being the railgun for Pyro. Rubik's Cube is sitting at 14% though. Best weapon, rocket launcher. So Pyro wins out and maintains his crown. And we've got Demoness Kyoko on the server. Raring to go.
Alright, now we are in DM6. Is it good? Looks like it's going to be Kyoko versus Pyro, our current rating champion. And we have the countdown in 3, 2, 1, and we are live on DM6.
Start for Pyro is going to be a bit of plasma. He has not gone for armor. He wanted to go peek out and see where Demon was, and she was busy grabbing Mega. Pyro is now stacked up to a bit of armor. Demon sitting at Mega. No armor though. Yellow, what is with players not wanting to get this armor? It's like it's the plague these days. There's a bit of plasma waiting for Pyro. Has it waiting for Demon. She's gonna nearly fall to her death. Only a pair of points as she careens over to red armor, and I don't think she'll get there in time. She dodges the rocket, but not a second one. Pyro gets first blood.
Now it looks like Kyoko was well behind getting the grab for red. Pyro had it already. I wonder why she persisted going up the stairs anyway.
Yeah, usually the play there, if you're, I think maybe she was she had it timed wrong. She was thinking she'd get there in time. But usually the safer bet when you don't have enough health to survive a rocket, safer bet is